Hello my crafty friends, it's Marie from Marie's Vermont Creations, and here I'm going to show you the products that I'm using for this extra team tiny video hop. So I am going to be casing Terra O'Brien from Mayham Crafty Cards. So I will link her channel below because she did this great black and white card that I will put the link to her video, and I will just put the link for her whole channel. If you have not checked her out before, I highly recommend going over and giving her channel a visit. I picked this card because it came with a message of what inspired her to craft, and she has been dealt a hand of medical things left and right. She has type 1 diabetes, she has MS, but it does not stop her. She keeps going, she keeps inspiring. When I get stuck or if I want some advice on a project, I send it to her, she gives me advice, then the same, she sends it back to me. So we have been relying on each other, checking in with each other, so just growing our friendship, which I've really enjoyed. So what I have done so far is taken a white card panel, and I am using the butterflies from the Simon Says Stamp Beautiful Butterflies stamp set, and I am randomly stamping this. Now what I want you to take note of is how I have my card panel in my MISTI. I have it up and down, right? Right. That was my intention. But stay tuned. You're going to see why. We have to just roll with the punches and just keep going. So I'm going to continue to rearrange these butterflies all around the edge of this stamping. I do a couple in the middle, and it's just clean and simple, just black and white. I absolutely love it. So Team Tiny is a group of crafters who have less than 1,000 subscribers. We do a monthly hop, either sponsored with particular products by a particular company, or we pick a theme and we all use what we have in our stash. And this was an idea by Katie and Sharon to just case creators in our group. So you are going to see different members creating cards based on a card that they picked from a particular creator's YouTube channel. So like I said, this one was the one I picked because one, I liked the black and white simplicity of it all, and I loved the message that Terra gives in her video. It's just one of hope and one of perseverance, and it came at a time where I was feeling a little down about crafting and doing, just to continue to keep doing this YouTube thing, because if it's something that you do, you understand it can sometimes be a little bit maddening with trying to figure out how to get yourself out there, how to get subscribers, how to keep subscribers. Why does the number go down and then go back up? Or why does it stay down? Those frustrating things. If you do not make YouTube videos and you don't understand that, I apologize. It's one of those things that you have to kind of put up with. But Terra is also on 2 design teams. She is a designer for Joy Claire and for the Rabbit Hole Designs. So back to the card, I am taking my black card base, and what I didn't realize at the time, you may have noticed, how my card base is in my MISTI, sideways. Yeah. So I'm going to take 2 of the butterflies and the sentiment, and I am going to white heat emboss these on this black card base. So I am using my anti-static powder tool so that I hopefully don't make a mess with all of my white embossing powder. I am inking this up with Versamark ink, which is just a clear sticky ink. There are several companies that have them. Any of them will work. It just stays wet long enough for you to be able to get your embossing powder down. And now I'm going to use alabaster embossing powder from Brutus Monroe. Sprinkle that on there, and I will heat emboss this until it's smooth and melted. If you've never done heat embossing, it is probably one of my favorite things to do, because once you warm it up, it's kind of grainy when you start, but then it turns smooth and shiny. Nothing like metallic embossing powders when they're melting. I don't know about you, but it's something that I could watch all day long. And don't worry about all of that powder from the tool. Once the thing is cooled off, I'd just take my microfiber cloth and wipe that away. You could just use your hand even if you wanted to. And this is when I am going to stamp my sentiment for the center of my card. It's just on a little black rectangle. And I'm going to get that centered. It's from the same stamp set, which is, again, Beautiful Butterflies from Simon Says Stamp. So I am going to also heat emboss this, so I am stamping it with Versamark ink. I will coat it with the Brutus Monroe embossing powder, and I will heat set that until it's smooth and melted. So the other thing that Terra likes to do is enable you to buy products that she loves. So the current thing that she's convinced me to buy is from Sparkle Blends, which we will use in today's project. If you are not familiar with Sparkle Blends, it is an Etsy shop that has unique sequin mixes, and they are awesome. So I have recently purchased some. The other thing that I need to get is the rabbit hole design. Yeah, see, there's my mistake. Look what I did. I was like, am I going to have to start over? But the beauty is I turned it this way and it still works the way that I stamped it. So we're just going to adhere this down using some art glitter glue, and I'm going to use my, I put some foam squares on the back of my sentiment, and we're going to get that adhered down. What I was saying, what I need to buy now is the Rabbit Hole Design Cottontail brushes when they're back in stock, because Tara raves about these, and I'm pretty sure they're as awesome as she says they are, so I need to get my hands on some, because obviously if they're sold out for this long, they've got to be a good thing, right? So I'm just taking the back off these foam adhesive squares. I'm going to get that adhered down to the front of my card panel. And so now come the Sparkle Blends. So this blend is Broken Glass, so I am going to take a few of these and scatter them around my sentiment. They're clear, but yet have a shine to them and different iridescent looks depending on what they're on. So I'm just going to take my art glitter glue and adhere these down. So I definitely recommend checking out this Etsy shop. I will link it below, so you can go see what they have available. I believe if it's not released yet, it will be soon, the Halloween Sparkle Blends. So go over and check out Tara's channel, Mayham Crafty Cards. I will have it linked below. I hope that you have a great day.